This is 3 News Daily.
Hello everyone, welcome back to 3 News Daily. I'm Stephanie Haney on this Monday, November 21st. And today we start with breaking news. One person is dead and 16 people have been hurt after a car crashed into an Apple store in Hingham, Massachusetts this morning. That's according to the Plymouth County District Attorney's Office. Officials say a dark-colored SUV crashed through the plate glass window at around 10:45 this morning and hit multiple people, including several who got pinned against a wall. The 16 injured people were all taken to hospitals, and the male driver, who has not yet publicly been identified, is with police and as of now has not yet been taken to the hospital. There is an active criminal investigation underway, and authorities didn't immediately provide more details on the driver. Now, we know when something like this happens, a lot of us very quickly want to know what the motive is behind this, and we just don't know that at this time. But we do know this is a very busy time in that area. There were a lot of people in the shops on Derby Street. It's a popular shopping area, and also in that parking lot. Now, we have an update for you on a man accused of killing a Cleveland firefighter after hitting him with his car. Leander Bissell has been charged with aggravated vehicular homicide, and a judge sent bond for him at $500,000 this morning. Bracknell police say that he hit Cleveland firefighter Johnny Tetrick with his car on Saturday night when Tetrick was in the high-speed lane on I-90 East. He was there clearing debris from a crash near exit 177 for Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Tetrick was pronounced dead at the hospital. Bissell drove away after allegedly hitting Tetrick, and when police caught up with him around 1 a.m. on Sunday, they say that he was intoxicated. Now, the Kent man charged in connection with a racially motivated attack caught on video earlier this year has been sentenced to jail. Andrew Walls was arrested in late February after this video showed him using a racial slur before punching Cameron Morgan in the face in Highland Square in Akron. He pleaded no contest to the charges against him last month, and today he was sentenced to 180 days of jail with 30 of those days suspended, 2 years of probation, and a $250 fine. So when this is all said and done, he's expected to serve 150 days in jail. That's unless he gets in trouble again and has to serve those 30 suspended days as well. To Stark County now, where a mother accused of faking a terminal illness for her 11-year-old daughter and taking money from the community has been sentenced to prison. Lindsay pleaded guilty to 1 count of child endangering and 1 count of theft. She was sentenced on Friday to 4 to 6 years in prison and ordered to pay more than $8,000 in restitution. She'll be released after only 6 months if she meets certain behavioral standards. Stark County prosecuting attorney Kyle Stone said in a press release that this was the best way to avoid the possibility of further traumatizing a child that's already been through so much. And her attorney told 3 News that Riley, the child, is doing well and living with her dad. In Elyria now, 2 fires that broke out over the weekend are under investigation today. The first was at an apartment building on Georgetown Avenue on Sunday morning. A 53-year-old was found dead in a bedroom, and people in a dozen apartments are now without a home. Then Sunday afternoon, another apartment building caught fire across town on Brunswick Drive. A 70-year-old man died there, and several apartments were heavily damaged. There's no word yet on what caused either of these fires. To Portage County now, where crisis counselors are on hand at Streetsboro High School right now. The district says senior James Wood passed away over the weekend, but no details have been released about his death. The school's cross-country team released a statement last night saying the team and community offer their condolences to the Woods family in this difficult time. And in Parma, authorities have identified the man found dead last Wednesday, and his body was found wrapped in plastic. Police say 30-year-old Ryan Allen Krebs' body was found at a house on West 26th Street. We do know one of the homeowners, Paul Adicott, was arrested last week and charged with murder, but police have not confirmed that these 2 events are related. All right, let's talk football now. The Browns added another L yesterday. Remember, they played the Bills in Detroit because of that massive snowstorm in Buffalo. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. But things started off looking good for the Browns with a touchdown from Jacoby Brissett to Amari Cooper on the opening drive. Then the Bills started hitting their stride just before halftime and took the lead 13-10 going into the half. Now listen, the Browns scored 4 touchdowns yesterday, which is more than we can say for a lot of games that we've watched them play. But the Bills ended up with the win with a final score of 31-23. Defensive end Myles Garrett doesn't seem too concerned about the season, though. Here's what he had to say about it.
We just got to keep on keep on fighting, keep on going forward, and trying to get in that win column. We're not out of it. I mean, if we do what we're supposed to and get rolling, then we still have a way to make it. So we just got to keep that in mind and keep that in the forefront.
A lot of people are paying attention to the forefront of the record, which is 3-7 now on the season, and they've lost 6 of the last 7 games. Now on Sunday, the Browns have to face Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is the final game, or expected to be, for Jacoby Brissett, and then Deshaun Watson's sexual assault suspension is over. He'll take over for the final 6 games of the regular season. But back to Buffalo. Look at this. A lot of residents there are trying to dig out from under 6 feet of snow. That is a lot of snow, and it is a serious situation with travel bans still in effect in some places. Officials say the National Guard has already rescued more than 300 people. 300 people! It's going to take a while to clean up that mess, and for now I am very thankful that we are in Cleveland and not in Buffalo. But let's talk about holiday travel and some good news for people who will be driving this week, because gas prices have fallen by more than 8 cents in the past 2 weeks. And over the past 6 weeks, prices have fallen about 18 cents. Prices are going down in part due to lower crude oil prices during China's recent COVID lockdown, as well as the expected slowing of the global economy. And in the short term, prices will likely fall even lower. And in the absolute immediate term, if you need to fill up your tank, here's a deal for you. Sheetz has lowered the price of its unleaded 88 to $1.99 a gallon. That's through next Monday. Unleaded 88 can be used in cars and SUVs with a model year of 2001 or newer. So if you're wondering what the difference is with unleaded 88, it contains more ethanol. And Patrick DeHaan, who is the head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, says that the difference is actually very small. He says the price of E15, or what they call unleaded 88, can be 5, 10, and sometimes even 30 cents less than the regular gasoline that you might fill up with. So if you're not sure if your car can use it and you can get in on that sale, make sure you check your owner's manual before you fill up. And that brings us to our question of the day. We want to know, what are your Thanksgiving plans? Will you be traveling to be with family? Or are you sticking around at home and having a low-key holiday? I'm hoping to pop down to Canton in the afternoon before celebrating here in Cleveland in the evening. Post your comments and let us know what you're doing on the WKYC Facebook page, and we'll talk about it during What's New at 4 o'clock. All right, thank you very much for being with us for 3 News Daily today. Remember, you can watch this live on your TVs. We're also streaming on WKYC Plus, on the WKYC YouTube page, and the WKYC Instagram account. Everyone have a wonderful day. Enjoy this sunshiny weather, and be thankful that we are not under 6 feet of snow like they are in Buffalo. We'll see you tomorrow with more 3 News Daily.